streak. Boxing, I guess, maybe his best asset, but really a guy who's proficient in all aspects of the game.
Yeah, you know, and his wrestling is really something that stands out as far as his skills. You know, both of us had an opportunity to talk to Roger Huerta a little bit, and he was very, very high in this man.
So Тухугов, a pro dating to 2010, a Russian national champion in combat sambo, runner-up in the world championships in hand-to-hand combat. And a guy who Roger Huerta is exceedingly high on. You know, Huerta has actually put his mixed martial arts career on hold in large part because he feels like he's got some guys under the Tiger Muay Thai gym that really can make a run here in the UFC. And for Тухугов, he was supposed to face Thiago Tavares here on the main card. Tavares out due to injury. In steps Douglas Silva de Andrade, and that means the first fight of the night for Zubairu Тухугов, who, as we mentioned, is making his UFC debut here tonight. 5 career wins by knockout, 1 by submission. And you see there 5 of his 6 finishes coming in the opening round. A nice lead left hook, good rear naked choke. Considers himself a striker, but as you mentioned, you know, in 2014 in mixed martial arts, you better be able to do it all. And the indications for Тухугов coming in is that he can.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a very proud Chechen fighter, a guy, as you mentioned, has a very deep combat sambo background, and we know how dangerous a lot of the fighters from that area are, you know, how dangerous they are. So well-rounded, and this kid wants to go out there and get a finish here in Brazil.
18 pro fights, he is still just 23 years old. So the UFC debut has also arrived for the undefeated Douglas Silva de Andrade, 22-0 with 1-0 contest. He comes in having won his last 21, and really a remarkable backstory on this guy, Kenny, as well.
Yeah, very impressive story. I mean, just kind of a rocky story. This is a guy who used to train in the park. I mean, he'd be there by himself, very inspired by martial arts movies. He used to go play a Bruce Lee movie or another martial arts movie that would fire him up. He'd have it playing while he would be working out. And a guy who really does not have much money at all. Baliji Ismail speaks very highly. This man said the sky is the limit for him. Just a very talented and motivated fighter.
He will be the smaller man here tonight, but he is no stranger to fighting as the smaller man. We mentioned the 21-fight winning streak. That is tied with Khabib Nurmagomedov for the second longest among active UFC fighters. And he's won 7 straight by knockout or TKO. So a Muay Thai practitioner, good punches, good kicks, and a guy who very much has a penchant for the finish. And he'll be looking to put it on Zubairu Тухугов early and often here as both guys touch down in the octagon for the first time. See there, the 18 wins by knockout. He's dusted 10 opponents in the opening round. Very good hands on this guy, but he's fighting a guy in Zubairu Тухугов who comes in some pretty good mitts in his own right. So competitive fight here to get us going on UFC Fight Pass. Douglas Silva de Andrade in the inspection zone, and you see the emotion in his eyes as he makes his way to the octagon. All right, we get to the tail to take 3 rounds if needed in the UFC's featherweight division. The 28-year-old Brazilian Douglas Silva de Andrade and the Chechen Zubairu Тухугов. 1 inch the difference in height and a half-inch reach advantage with Douglas Silva de Andrade. To get us started with the introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a striker holding a professional record, 15 wins, 3 losses, 75 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 146 pounds, 66.2 kilos. Fighting out of Grozny, Chechen Republic, Russia, Zubairu Warrior Тухугов. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record. 22 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds, 65.7 kilos. Fighting out of Florianopolis, Brazil, Douglas Silva, Andrade. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Osiris de Medeiros.
Osiris de Medeiros, our referee. Camilo Oliveira to get us going in the opening round. As we broadcast live from Jaraguá do Sul, second time the UFC has been in this very building. The first of several appearances here in Brazil for the Octagon, expected in 2014.
Preparado, preparado, combate!
The fighters touch gloves and we are underway. It's Tuhugov in the white trunks and Douglas Silva de Andrade in the black. Silva de Andrade usually starts as a counterpuncher, but if he sees an opening, gets that timing, he'll start throwing combinations and punches.
Well, right off the bat, you can see Silva de Andrade just looks a little stiff out there, trying to get his bearings here in this first round. Тухугов looks nice and relaxed. Both these guys, of course, making their UFC debut here.
Spinning attack, part of the game of Tuhugov. We're seeing it early tonight. How about the crowd reacting to the first leg kick of the night?
Yeah, and that was a very heavy leg kick to the outside of the left leg of Тухугов here.
The leg kick is there early for Silva de Andrade. Very upright, Kenny, as you mentioned.
Yes, he's finding his range with that kick. Looked like he was going to fake with a lead left kick there, but decided not to.
Tuhugov sees an opportunity and able to get Silva de Andrade to the canvas. Now he's back up, so a little flurry there for the Chechen.
Nice little taste there of what Тухугов can do. Very good with his wrestling, as we mentioned. And brutal on the inside. Throws some very tight, crisp combinations when he gets on the inside, and that's where Silva de Andrade really needs to be careful, and he's trying to keep him on the outside with those kicks.
Midway through our opening round here between a pair of UFC newcomers. Oh! Huge spinning back fist there for Tuhugov, partially blocked by Silva.
Yeah, beautiful spinning attack, very fast with it. Nice variety there from Тухугов. But Andrade Silva, very good with, Silva de Andrade, sorry, very good with his hands, keeping them nice and high. That's what saved him there. Gonna have to watch for those spinning attacks though.
Tuhugov starting to gain confidence here. Had to make some adjustments after Thiago Tavares.
Nice counter right hand from Silva de Andrade, but and another from Тухугов there. That
and Silva de Andrade has been opened up here pretty good. Looks like maybe a cut above the eyebrow and also bleeding out of the nose. So Тухугov finding the range here in round one.
And it looks like it was that left hook you were talking about earlier, John, that he's very well known for.
And it looks like the doctor's going to come in and take a look at that cut. So some early adversity for the unbeaten Douglas Silva de Andrade.
Beautiful counter left hook there. Caught him right on the forehead. That cut doesn't seem to be a problem, not going into his eyes at this point. Nice left hook from Silva de Andrade there.
Tuhugov again trying to land the spinning attack. Trying to feint his way inside, takedown attempt there, and it is there for Tuhugov.
Beautiful power double there.
That is his takedown of choice. Under 30 seconds to go now in our opening round.
Тухугов with a nice set of elbows there now with some heavy ground and pound from the open guard of Silva de Andrade.
And a great combination there. Silva de Andrade a little wobbly here towards the end of round one.
Yeah, he got hurt off of that break. That combination from Тухугов really hurt him there.
And now that cut is a factor.
Yes, it is.
Round should be done here. There's the horn.
Onde é que ele tá? Bora, Douglas, senta aí. Senta.
Sit down.
Mão, bota o pé. Deixa pra trás, Levanta mais a guarda.
You gotta keep your hands up.
Levanta mais a guarda.
You gotta keep them up, please.
Bora terminar as combinações. Como é que tá o gás?
And you gotta end your combos. How's your gas?
Como é que tá o gás?
How's your energy?
Bora terminar mais as combinações.
You gotta throw your combos.
Tá? Isso, agora.
That's it.
Não foi nada. Não foi nada isso aí.
That's nothing.
Sentindo o golpe dele, presta atenção. Tem que acreditar no chute na coxa, quando ele olhar, olha pra coxa e mete no golpe.
There's the spinning attack there from Тухугов. And a beautiful double leg here, blasting right through the legs of Silva de Andrade.
And not much resistance there in terms of the defensive wrestling from Silva de Andrade. So they have stopped the bleeding in that cut, albeit temporarily. We'll see how he handles it in round two. These Tiger Muay Thai guys so conditioned. And Zubairu Tuhugov looking good, as many expected here at his UFC debut.
Yeah, they really have a great dynamic down in Thailand. Nice lead kick to the body there from Тухугов. Just as Silva de Andrade was throwing a punch there. Stopped him right in his tracks.
The leg kick continues to be there for Silva de Andrade, but the spinning stuff.
It's landed for him, for sure. Beautiful back kick. Been throwing a lot of spinning back fists as well. And there's one from Silva de Andrade. Try to go to the body with that spinning back kick. Nice lead uppercut from him.
Yep, sticks and moves there. But he does have a tendency to get less technical as the fight wears on. Drops those hands and the chin.
And we may be seeing a little bit of UFC jitters. He looks very stiff out there. I'm not sure if that's a case of his skills normally, but looks a little stiff, especially with his upper body. He's letting his legs go pretty well, but has been able to really put together combinations. There's one.
And follows it up with a nice knee, but a combination there from Тухугов. Oh, nice combo there, lands again. Тухугов landing at a good clip here in round two.
Douglas doing a good job of getting double underhooks, preventing that takedown. Look at that duck under from Тухугов. And a beautiful escape there from Douglas. Just kind of limp-legged out of that single leg.
Inside leg kick for Silva de Andrade.
His hands are getting very low, though. He's going to have to be careful with that lead left hook from Tuhugov.
And he's breathing heavy as well. Very hot in the building here tonight in Jaraguá do Sul. Tuhugov misses with the spinning attempt there. So the pace is slowed a little bit here as we approach the 2-minute mark in round 2.
Tuhugov trying to set up a spinning back fist again. You see, as soon as he starts to get narrow and ducks down, he's going to look to throw it. He's going to look to throw that spinning right back fist. There it is. As soon as you see a fighter start to get very narrow, he's going to try some sort of spinning back attack. And you can see Tuhugov setting that up. And look at this, Silva de Andrade trying to throw one of his own. Beautiful double from behind here. He's able to finish it here from a body lock. Silva de Andrade right back to his feet, though. Douglas has done a good job of getting back to his feet. Tuhugov getting a little frustrated there in the grappling range, but he's been landing the better combinations. It's Silva de Andrade who's just kind of looking for that one big shot. Right. Tuhugov, he's onto it.
Under a minute to go now in our middle round. Shot there from Silva de Andrade, so Tuhugov bailed on his, and the Brazilian lands. Spinning back fist once again for Tuhugov, but Silva de Andrade is able to block it. Nice body shot from the Brazilian.
Look at that duck under the fireman's carry there from Tuhugov. He was in, went for the fireman's, looked like he was going for a double, switched to a single. Nice limp leg escape there from Silva de Andrade.
Who would appear to have some work to do in our third and final round, and certainly he was visibly fatigued in between 2 and 3. Camila and Jenny on hand as always here in Brazil. Third and final round between the UFC newcomers Zubairu Tuhugov and Douglas Silva de Andrade. And we'll see what type of urgency we get from Silva de Andrade here early as he tries to remain undefeated in his mixed martial arts career. Nice body kick there from Tuhugov.
Yeah, beautiful little side kick there to knock him off balance just as he was coming forward. That will really make a fighter hesitant. Tuhugov really mixing it up very well so far. Tuhugov's kind of letting him off the hooks. Silva de Andrade is backing straight up against the cage, and Tuhugov can follow that up with a takedown or with some shots on the inside with his boxing, and he's kind of letting Silva de Andrade off the hook there.
Nice body shot there, a nice counter by Silva de Andrade, who now is starting to get it going.
Here we go, excellent exchange there on the inside. Silva de Andrade starting to bring it now. Almost landed with a huge kick to the head there against Tuhugov. Silva de Andrade very dangerous from the outside with those kicks, John, but And that's what he needs to do. When he's throwing those combinations, he's dangerous.
Nothing on that spinning attempt from Tuhugov. Just not a ton in terms of volume from Douglas Silva de Andrade, other than that flurry you just saw. And the output for Tuhugov is really waned in round 3.
Yeah, Silva de Andrade is very tired right now, John. This is where Tuhugov really needs the pressure and try to take the fight to him.
Andrade looks to his corner and eats a shot for doing so.
Ooh, almost a big shot from Silva de Andrade, that left hook. We talked about his countering ability. He almost countered Tuhugov there. That left hook, nice leaping uppercut. It's a dangerous punch, though.
And left himself open for the counter there. Under 2 minutes to go, third and final round. Nice combination there for Tuhugov. And Tuhugov doing a nice job defensively, too, limiting the damage inflicted by Douglas Silva de Andrade.
He is. He's doing a good job of getting off that center line. He's keeping his hands high, keeping that chin down for the most part. Now trying to switch things up with the wrestling. Nice sprawl from Silva de Andrade.
So the takedown defense has been there over the second half of this fight.
There's a beautiful takedown from Тухугов. And look at this, Silva de Andrade with a beautiful get up here. Scrambled to his feet, beautiful. Тухугов looking at the ref there with his hands down. He has to be careful, landed a beautiful left hook on the inside.
Again, that left hand is there for Тухугов. Spinning back fist lands, albeit not completely.
Silva de Andrade landed a nice left hook there on that exchange as well.
Crowd trying to encourage their Brazilian fighter to make a late rally here.
By far the best round for Silva de Andrade, but
Тухугов very well could have had 2 rounds in the books. So the UFC debut in the books for Тухугов and Silva de Andrade. Тухуgov a slight favorite coming in, trying to bounce Douglas Silva de Andrade from the ranks of the unbeaten. You see the former UFC lightweight Roger Huerta there in the corner of Тухугов.
we saw some nice flurries here in the third round. Beautiful lead left kick from Silva de Andrade. And this is what he needed to do, is put together those combinations. Beautiful duck and takedown there from Тухугов. But look at that scramble from Silva de Andrade. Beautiful get up. Nice exchanges there in that third.
Тухуgov came in riding a 6-fight winning streak. He's looking to extend that to 7. And as we mentioned, for Silva de Andrade, 22-0 with 1 no contest coming in. He came in having won his last 21. All right, the official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 30-27, 29-28, and 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Zubairu Warrior Тухугов.
Wow, what a win in Brazil, in his home state of Brazil. He got the win. Huge win for the Chechen.
And for Тухугов, dealing with the late replacement opponent as Thiago Tavares pulled out, he can exhale now as he gets the win in his debut.